Holly. And yourself. Alright, how many of you here tonight have texted while operating a vehicle?
Lift up your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got 5 out of 8 or 9 of us. Alright, well, tonight we're going to talk about why that's not okay. And by the end of the speech, we're all going to pledge to never do it again. So, according to information released in December of 2013 by the Wireless Association, which is the CTIA, 171.3 billion text messages were sent in the United States. That's every month. So if you're to take just 2% of that 171.3 billion people, which we had 5 out of 8 people here admit to it. So obviously it's more than 2%, but only 2% of that 171.3 billion is 3,426,000,000 people texting a month while driving. So the scary part about that is it only takes one text message that you send to ruin somebody else's life or your own. So this is a new problem in our society today. Cell phones didn't really exist, you know, when some of you were younger, 15, 20 years ago, but it exists today now. But the good thing is that we're in an age where there's a lot of information at our fingertips, a lot of universities, a lot of studies being done that are releasing information about how dangerous texting and driving actually is. So one of those universities is the Virginia Tech Technology Institute, and they've released information that says texting while driving resulted in the longest duration of drivers taking their eyes off the road. The research also found that text messaging resulted in drivers taking their eyes off the road for an average of 23 seconds total. That's in each session while they're driving. So the study by the VTTI means that you're increasing your risk of driving or crashing while driving by 23 times more likely. That's scary because, you know, as a lot of us know, you know, just when you get into a car, you're already at risk to get into an accident, whether you're hungry, tired, angry. So if you're texting and driving, that percentage of increased risk is really going up. The dangers of texting and driving has caught the eyes of, well, everybody, including the president, who's actually issued an executive order mandating that all government officials and employees that are driving government vehicles are banned from using texting and driving, or they'll lose their job and they'll be susceptible to fines. So I'm not going to get into people's stories, sad stories about texting and driving. You're welcome to Google that. There's, trust me, countless cases and information out there, all sad stories of things that happen. We're going to focus more on the stats of it. So if you do avoid getting into an accident or hurting somebody, there's fines to pay. New Jersey state laws today that have been passed, first-time offenders have to pay a fine of $200 to $400 if you get caught. Get caught a second time, you're going to pay $400 to $600. And if you get caught a third time, you're going to pay $600 to $800 and possible 90 days loss of license and 3 points assessed to your driving records. Not to mention court costs, lawyer fees. It's going to cost you a lot of money. That's, it's for what? The text message could wait. Nothing's really worth it. So does anybody here like country music or, yeah? All right, I'm going to play 3 quick little visual clips for you guys. So, pull these up now. First one, Tim McGraw. See that? That's the website that government officials, teachers today are trying to reach out to kids, even adults, because all of us have been on the road. We've looked to the car next to us, the other side. People are texting while they're on the road. It's not just kids, it's adults, it's old people, it's everybody. So that website again is www.itcanwait.com, and you could all pledge on there to never text and drive again. I'm going to do that tonight, and hope all of you guys do it too. Now, are there any questions on anything we talked about? Anybody have questions? Yes.
Now, if you're stopped at a stoplight, is that still considered texting and driving?
Absolutely. As long as the vehicle is on, you're considered operating a vehicle. You should not be texting and driving, and you'd still be susceptible to the fines by police. That I've whistled off first, second, third offense. So yeah, you shouldn't be doing it anyway.
Okay.
If you pledge tonight, you're not allowed to do that. Yes, sir.
If I pull over to the side of the road,
There are some cases if it can't wait in an emergency situation.
so if I pull into a parking lot
Okay.
and my car's running, but I'm in a parking spot and I'm texting, I'm driving, or I'm talking on the phone.
That's a
Is
good
the car
point.
in park or is it in drive?
It's in park, of course.
There you go.
Yeah, if you're in park,
You're not driving.
you're not technically operating the vehicle. I mean, it is on. I don't think a cop's going to give you a ticket for that. But if you do pledge with the website, they probably would want. Anytime you're behind a wheel, just don't text and drive. Now there are other solutions too. If you are in a car, I mean, we're fortunate. We have Bluetooth. There's a lot of smartphones today that are text to talk. You can speak to your phone and it'll send messages. But again, that's all great, but you shouldn't be doing that while you're driving a car. Ask the person you're driving with to send that message. Pull over into a parking spot, or just don't do it. So, thanks for listening tonight, guys.
Very good.
Was that long enough?
I hope.